This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story this evening, the parents of a convicted triple murderer are speaking out for the first time. Nora and Andres Avalos Sr. describe what the past 2 years have been like for their family after their son Andres Avalos Jr. took the lives of his wife, a neighbor, and a local pastor. The Avalos family spoke exclusively with ABC7's Jess Dowdrick today, and she joins us in the studio with more on what comes next. Jess.
On Monday, Andres Avalos was sentenced to life in prison for 2 of the 3 murders. His parents stressed that none of the killings ever would have happened if their son could have gotten the help he so desperately needed.
We are the parents of a child that killed 3 people, and that for us is something that we have to live with the rest of our lives.
Some days, all Nora and Andres Avalos Sr. say they want to do is cry, but the Christian couple looks to God for strength.
My son was an illusional. He was not right when he did this. That doesn't mean that he can, that we thought that, yes, because he did this and he was on drugs, that he could be set free. You know, that's not even what we wanted. Nothing like that.
The Avaloses felt that neither the death penalty nor life in prison were better or worse than the other. Either way, they say their son was gone.
They said that it was a crime against the community. But the crime happened way before that crime actually happened.
Nora and Andres tried to get their son help several times before the murders. 4 months before that fatal day, they took him to Blake Medical Center and Manatee Glens, trying to get him mental help. But the doctors said nothing was wrong.
They only talked to him for 10 minutes, and I just can't see how they can evaluate somebody in 10 minutes and say that there is nothing wrong with a person.
Andres Jr. couldn't be forced into treatment because that would violate his rights. The result, 3 lives taken too soon, and a killer who will spend the rest of his life behind bars. The Avaloses want to make sure that no other family has to go through what they did and close what they call a loophole in the law.
We've been invited to speak to law enforcement groups and even to staff at mental institutions to hear and describe the mental deterioration of our son.
But it doesn't stop there. The Avaloses want to see a change in the law.
When something like this happens, and I, as a father, concerned parent, comes and brings you and says that my son is really dangerous, something's going to happen, and everybody tells me we can't violate his rights, there should be an exception.
The Avaloses say they'll keep pushing for a change in hopes to save lives.
We love our son. We will always love our son.
The Avaloses say their daughter-in-law Amber was like a daughter to them, and they were very upset about the talks of infidelity in court, saying that couldn't be further from the truth. Amber and Andres Avalos Jr.'s 6 kids were adopted by Nora and Andres Sr., and the couple says they still talk to their dad in prison every day. Haley.
Thank you, Jess. Some people in Manatee County are cleaning up the damage tonight after severe weather moved through the Suncoast this afternoon. At Pescara Lake Mobile Home Park, one woman's roof was torn off just hours after her home was remodeled. Neighbors reported seeing a funnel, but there has not been confirmation yet of a tornado. At Swan Lake Mobile Home Park, another woman's roof blew off completely from her home and then landed on a neighbor's roof 2 doors down.
Who'd think that a whole roof could blow that far and just land on my house, you know? So I was really surprised. Oh, no.
The Red Cross is assisting those who cannot stay in their homes tonight. And for more on those storm systems, we're going to head over to Bob.
Well, we did see a shear signature at that time of day, moving across Longboat Key and Anna Maria Island, and then moving right in through that area where we saw that damage. That was earlier this afternoon, right around 2:30 to 3 o'clock. Now, the winds are still very strong. That's the story at this hour. Strong onshore winds causing some minor coastal flooding right now across parts of the bay and also along some of the low roads in Anna Maria and down south. You can see those winds still out of the southwest, anywhere from 15 to 20 miles an hour there. Those are sustained onshore winds. And as far as the buoy data goes, the waves are building. They're up to 7 to 10 feet at times out there in some of the buoys, and that means the surf is going to stay pretty high throughout the day tomorrow, and that means also rip currents will still be with us. The heavy rain is over for the time being. You can see all that rough weather now well to the east of our immediate viewing area. There is a chance we could see this little line here could produce a few isolated thunderstorms as it makes its way through our region sometime after 3-4 o'clock in the morning. It looks as though this is the cold front, and this will bring in some cooler and drier air, but that won't happen until midday tomorrow. You can see, in fact, the latest radar imagery showing some pretty heavy showers associated with that thin line, and that's the actual cold front that will make its way through. But right now, not much going on as far as rainfall goes. We still have an advisory in effect for boaters tomorrow. Small craft advisories will stay with us throughout the morning at least, maybe subsiding in the afternoon. We'll have much more in our forecast. Let you know about the slight cool down coming up in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. New details tonight in an armed robbery at a convenience store in Parrish. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office releasing these pictures today as they continue to search for the men involved. Deputies say 4 men went into the Los Primos convenience store. This is on US 301. They were armed with handguns. They took money from the store before driving away. Anyone with information in this case is asked to call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. That is the number there on your screen. A Sarasota County Sheriff's deputy is now out of a job as she faces charges linked to a case involving a former deputy accused of attempted murder. Deputy Carson Plank was fired from the sheriff's office today. She's charged with tampering with physical evidence and providing false information during the investigation of former deputy Frankie Bybee. Bybee is accused of exploiting and trying to kill an elderly woman. Plank was the first responding deputy at the scene back in January. Investigators say she lied to detectives during that investigation while trying to help Bybee. New tonight, a woman known for her community involvement in Manatee County is now facing fraud charges. Nancy Ambrose was arrested today on charges of scheming to defraud, operating an unlicensed charity, and soliciting as a charity without authorization. Holmes Beach police began investigating Ambrose in 2014 after several complaints that the butterfly garden next to City Hall that she had agreed to maintain had become overgrown and people were paying for memorial bricks that were never installed. Ambrose said she was the president of the North American Butterfly Association's Minnesota chapter and had received thousands of dollars in donations for that garden. Bank records show Ambrose took donated money for personal use. The NABA says the Minnesota chapter was dissolved years ago, and Ambrose did not have permission to use that organization for fundraising. A Nokomis man is facing charges for maintaining a nuisance dwelling. 53-year-old Ted White's home on Albee Farm Road has been visited by deputies nearly 100 times since the beginning of the year on various calls, including drug-related visits. The home has missing doors and windows and is also infested with bugs and mold. Also has many other issues, as you can see in this video. One investigator says the conditions are some of the worst that he has ever seen.
There's no running water, no electric. We had multiple people staying in this house over the course of a year. As you can see, when you look around the neighborhood itself, you know, they're trying to get these people out, but these people are coming in and out at all hours of the day and time, and it's just been a mess here.
The homeowners reportedly abandoned the home and left White to maintain it. The owners have until June 21st to either demolish this home or fix it up before the county takes over. The Child Protection Center in Sarasota is receiving some more help in the efforts to keep children safer on the Suncoast. The center is receiving a $50,000 grant from the Charles and Marjorie Barancic Foundation. It will create a new staff position for the Personal Safety Community Awareness Program. That program conducts workshops that provide children with personal safety information. It promotes social behaviors and teaches self-protective skills. The workshops help kids learn strategies to respond to threats of abuse, abduction, bullying, harassment, and online dangers. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back to let us know if we're going to see any more of those strong storm systems. Plus, more arrests being made in the Manchester, England bombing. Information on the suspect's ties to Libya. And singer Ariana Grande back in Florida after that bombing at her concert, what she sang to fans.
ABC7 News at 7 weeknights.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
drive into Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota and discover big savings during the Drive and Discover event. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Come on in, welcome to our pad. Trust me, folks, you're in for a ride. I'm driving, so relax. Unwind, leave your buckets all behind. Get ready to blow your mind. In Beatsville, don't be shy. Come and make the scene. Catch the crazy party inside. The hipsters here are gone and dig, man, they're on to something big. Yeah, they're gonna flip your wig in Beatsville. Catch the gig in Beatsville.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills, wow, stop stains, and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your Couch Coat for just $19.99, and it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now, and you can double your offer. Get a second Couch Coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
Bob, a very active afternoon, but it could have been much worse based on what we were seeing earlier in the radar.
All things considered, we did pretty well, considering also the drought we've been in. So the rainfall that we got was widespread, too, across much of the state. So good news on that front. And we had a little bit of damage. We saw that with a manufactured home and also a couple of trees down in Bradenton as a result of the strong winds that moved through this afternoon. And a tree down near Proctor, too, had some photos sent in, had another nice sunset tonight. The sky actually glowed pink at times, and a lot of photos sent in to pics@mysuncoast.com. This was at the Meadows. This one at the Ringling Bridge from our director, Dave Levy. Nice one, Dave. This is really the Tony Saprito Pier right there by the Ringling Bridge. And this one from Lido. Cheryl Warfield getting this one from Lido. Another gorgeous sunset there. Those clouds look pink at times. And the result of some clouds and storms around from a cold front, an unusual cold front to have it come down this far south during the end of May, really, for the most part. You can see the front is still right here. This is a very low pressure, strong low pressure system, and it continues to push off to the southeast. Now, the front behind it will eventually actually cool us down even more so on into, looks like late tomorrow afternoon. So high temperatures will not warm up much at all, as we'll get a couple of reinforcing shots of cooler air moving in. Thin line of clouds and showers right now over I-75 south of Gainesville near Ocala, and a few showers out there in the Gulf of Mexico. We're not expecting a lot of accumulation with this front as it moves on through. Some models are hinting, though, that it may be a little stronger than it's acting right now as it moves through north central Florida. As I mentioned, rainfall amounts, not all that impressive. Some areas getting an inch, inch and a half, but generally everyone got some rainfall across Sarasota, Manatee, Hardy, DeSoto, and Highlands County. Currently, we have some clouds around 79 degrees, a dew point 73. Temperature's going to stay right around 79 as a result of that west to southwest wind, and it's moving at 14 miles an hour at the airport. Pressure's coming up slightly now, and the high today was still warm despite the clouds, 86 87 is our normal, and 72 is the low this morning. Well, we had nearly a half inch of rainfall at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, and for the month now, an unbelievable 5.04 inches, well above the average for the month, still about 5 inches below average for the year. Those winds tomorrow will still be a bit brisk out of the west and northwest. That will usher in some slightly cooler and some slightly drier air. And then the winds will start to abate tomorrow evening, and looks like anywhere from 5 to 10 out of the north, and then really lessening on Friday. So things are looking really good for the holiday weekend. As we approach that, high pressure will build in. Things looking pretty good. Tomorrow's forecast highs, look at that, staying pretty much right there at 80 degrees all the way through the day. It will be nice. You might want to bank on this one just to think about it as we approach the summer months. This is going to be probably the coolest day we will see over the next several months in terms of high temperatures. Future winds, as I mentioned, will not be all that strong along the coastline. In fact, a lot less than it was today. We had 20 to 25 mile-an-hour winds, gusts as high as 30 at times. Look at this large area of low pressure, which continues to spin over Tennessee and Kentucky right now. That's bringing that cooler air wrapping around that low pressure system right on into the sun coast, and skies are starting to clear. No really any severe weather watches around here at this time. Well, the forecast calls for a few brief showers overnight, and then we'll see clearing skies as high pressure builds in, and things look to be pretty good throughout the day on Thursday. For boaters, not the best, though. Choppy conditions out there. Seas running 4 to 6 feet. We'll start off windy and end a little bit on a less windy note at 10 to 15 knots. The low tide coming up at 6:35, and a high tide will be at 12:03 tomorrow afternoon. Forecast mostly cloudy. A few scattered storms are still possible, as I mentioned, around 3, 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow, a slight chance for morning showers scattered about, but really it should be a nice day with high temperature near 80 degrees, sunny by the afternoon. The extended forecast is calling for gorgeous weather through Friday with a high of 85, and then we warm up for the weekend, but no real mention of any significant rain until Wednesday of next week. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. A developing story tonight on the eve of a special congressional election in Montana. GOP candidate Greg Gianforte is being accused of body slamming a member of the media. Ben Jacobs, a reporter for The Guardian, alleges Gianforte grabbed him, pushed him to the ground, and broke his glasses in Bozeman. The reporter tweeted that media witnesses were present and he does have audio. Fox News crews have backed up his story. In April, Jacobs wrote a piece for The Guardian about Gianforte titled "GOP Candidate Has Financial Ties to U.S.-Sanctioned Russian Companies." The Gallatin County Sheriff's Office is investigating this alleged assault. Several people are now under arrest in connection to that suicide bombing in Manchester, England, earlier this week. Investigators say the bomber, 22-year-old Salman Abedi, was part of a larger terror network. Several raids throughout Manchester now leading to the arrest of 6 men and 1 woman, including Abedi's older brother. His father and younger brother were arrested in Libya. Abedi spent 3 weeks in Syria and Libya before the attack. His younger brother claims they were members of ISIS. A search of Abedi's home in the UK revealed Abedi had enough materials to carry out another attack. Meanwhile, Ariana Grande is back in Florida. She's staying with her mother at their home in Boca Raton. The singer has canceled the remainder of her tour following this attack. She had just finished her concert at the Manchester Arena when that explosion happened as fans were leaving. She has not spoken to the public since the attack, but she did say in a tweet, "Broken from the bottom of my heart. I am so sorry. I don't have words." In Washington, a new analysis of a plan to repeal and replace Obamacare shows the plan would leave 14 million more people uninsured next year if it becomes law. That could go up to 23 million by 2026. The report is crucial for the Senate as they have yet to vote on the bill. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the latest.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office's report finding the health care bill that narrowly passed the House this month.
This is a repeal and a replace of Obamacare.
Would reduce the federal deficit by $119 billion over the next decade, but have a major impact on Americans, leaving 23 million more people uninsured and sending premiums for some skyrocketing. A 64-year-old making roughly $26,000 in some states could see his or her premiums climb nearly $12,000 or more. The report also warns that over time it would become more difficult for people with pre-existing conditions to purchase insurance because their premiums would continue to increase rapidly.
Unless you're a healthy millionaire, Trump Care
is a nightmare. This report ought to be the final nail in the coffin.
The CBO score just confirms that the House repeal bill is still a humanitarian catastrophe.
The Senate starting from scratch on a bill, taking note of the report's findings.
It certainly informs our discussion.
But some Republicans expressing uncertainty about their ability to get a new health care law passed.
Are you confident that this is still going to get done?
No. I think that it's, no, I'm not confident. I think it's, I don't know what the odds are, but I think it's going to be a tough call.
Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Governor Rick Scott making another stop on the Suncoast today to talk about job growth. Scott spoke with workers and employers at the aerospace manufacturer Honeycomb Company of America in Sarasota. He praised the company for the addition of 12 jobs in the last year. During the visit, Scott also gave an update on where he stands on the state budget.
We've been reviewing the budget. I spent 3 hours this morning going through the budget. So I'll be receiving the budget soon, and I'll be reviewing it. My options are I can veto the whole budget, I can veto any section of the budget, or I can veto any line in the budget. So I'm going to act in the taxpayers' best interest in the state by reviewing every line.
As part of the budget, lawmakers have proposed cutting funding to Enterprise Florida and Visit Florida, two organizations aimed at boosting job growth and tourism in the state. It's a move Governor Scott is very strongly against. Those supporting the cuts say the organizations have made questionable spending choices with taxpayer dollars. Florida Governor Rick Scott is vetoing a bill that would change where liquor can be sold. The so-called Whiskey and Wheaties bill would have allowed such businesses as grocery stores and big box retailers to sell liquor in the same space as other products. This is Governor Scott's first veto of the year, and it means liquor still must be sold in a side store that is separated by a wall. The bill received heavy opposition from independent liquor store owners who said it would drive them out of business. The governor's office received more than 7,500 phone calls, emails, and letters opposing the bill compared to less than 1,200 in support. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's a preview of our show tonight. Did something go on with you and Madonna?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could say she tapped me.
She tapped that.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
wonder.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Now, sports.
The Rays looking for some redemption after their second straight loss against the Angels at the Trop. Not off to a great start in the first. Albert Pujols launches one over the wall for a two-run home run to bring the Angels up 2-0. The Rays respond, though, top of the second with a two-run home run by Steven Souza Jr. to tie things up. To the bottom of the third, Kevin Kiermaier with an RBI double to help the Rays gain the lead. 2 home runs in the bottom of the seventh, and the Rays go on to win 5-2. That's a look at our very short sports segment tonight. We'll be right back.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the blingiest of them all? You are, with Spectralite diamonds, all gorgeous and affordable. Only found at Creative Gems, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Nobody beats Subaru in service, quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
With all the furniture choices you have, where do you shop? How about Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, now available in Sarasota? Treat yourself to a new Beauty Sleep Queen mattress set starting at only $399 and save up to $800 off an adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Find huge Memorial Day discounts of up to 70% off throughout our showroom with hundreds of items ready for immediate delivery. It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding, available now in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Creative Gems in gold and silver, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Bob, hopefully we made a dent in our drought.
Yeah, we have over the past few days at least. You know, that's helping out a little bit. It's not going to be a huge difference, but nonetheless, we have another chance for some good showers again next Wednesday, too. So we'll look forward to that. You can see that the rain chance is not all that high on Monday, which is good because
that
we have
is
some parades
nice
going
for
on.
Memorial Day.
Tuesday, just a slight chance for shower.
All right. See you tomorrow.